Hello again, everyone. Hey, see what's in the background? That's right, green felt. So you know I got something new. So today I want to show you this flat car made by Kadee. You know, people make like Kadee couplers, and they do make a limited amount of rolling stock, and they're all manufactured and assembled in the USA. And this is one of their latest offerings. I think this sold pretty well because I ended up buying this on eBay. And let's see what it is. So it's the New York, Chicago, and St. Louis, also known as the Nickel Plate Road, number 3038, 50-ton AAR flat car. And I believe that's the catalog number, 9505, HO scale. And you know me, I love nickel plate. So when I saw Kadee made this, I'm like, I gotta get one of these. And I haven't even taken this out of the package yet. Hopefully this goes smoothly. And there. And you get a bunch of different parts that you can put on. You can see in the background. Let me see if I can slide this out. Oh, that slides out nice. You can do a low board, single board sides. You can do stake poles, or you can do double board sides. And they're all in here. So you got your bag of stakes and your end pieces and your long pieces. Whoa. There we go, flip that back down. So let's take out the box, put that aside. And I won't put on the turntable I usually use. All right, there's the deck. Got some nice wood grain pattern and like rivets. And obviously, when this came out of the factory, this would probably look like this in real life. Probably didn't stay clean too long, you know, on the railroad and having stuff put on it, nailed on it. So a little weathering would be nice on this. Let's take a close look at the sides. Nice crisp printing, which you would expect from Kadee. Kadee does a beautiful job, and they are the best at the couplers, as far as I'm concerned. All right, there's your brake one. It's okay, probably for packaging, it's pushed down. I don't know how much I want to play with this on. But anyways, you push that up, so it's set up here. And it comes with scale couplers. And you got your brake line. Your Kadee trucks. And detail. So, very nice. But you know what? Another thing about, I'll put it on the turntable just so we can check coupler height. Let me just show this real quick though before I do that. Yeah, you get two packs, or two molds of the single board and double board for the long part of the car. And then your two ends that you have to cut out. And your nice little bag of plastic stakes. And I think they're tapered at the bottom so they'll fit into the, does it look that way? Sort of does. Fit in the pockets easier. I'm not sure which one I want to do, to be honest with you. So I'll just leave them off for now. But let me grab the turntable so we can, you know, check the specs on this. Okay, so we're on the turntable, and I got my two coupler height gauges on both ends. So let's just take a closer look. And whoops, right on. What you expect by the people who actually make the coupler height gauges and the couplers. And then this end, yep, pretty much on. Okay, great. And let's, just out of interest, let's measure the deck length. I got my scale ruler, and let's see what this comes in at. If I can hold it steady, of course it's, this is like 53.5 feet long, so about 45-foot long deck. So that's interesting. And then real quick, we'll take the NMRA gauge and just check to see if the wheels I'm going to assume they are. I mean, Kadee makes tons of wheels, and let's see what we got. Oh yeah. I'm not really expecting to find anything wrong with this car, to be honest with you, but you never know. Yep. No problem. It's engaged. So yeah, you know, just a beautiful job on these cars. I've never had a problem with a Kadee car that I bought. I don't have a ton of them, but you know, they're just were nice. And you know, I collected I Love New York box cars, and I have a ton of the Athen, which are completely wrong, basically, if you want to get real nitty-gritty about the details. The closest manufacturer to the actual cars that the D&H had that had the I Love New York paint scheme was Kadee. Intermountain made a bunch of them. They're very close, but Kadee, I think, was pretty much, you know, was the best one of anyone who's made one so far. But anyway, so I know you want to see us on the track rolling by, so let's go put it on the track and do a run by or two. All right, so I want to show you something real quick. On the back of the package has a prototype data. So it's interesting. There's 50 made and built back in November 1942. And so it's nice they put that little information on there. I also like the fact that they put the swoop R on this car. You know, right here the R has a little swoop. Because a lot of times, you know, there's different font. You know, sometimes just like a straight line coming down from the R, but I always like that little swoopy R. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed looking at this car, and you know, like I said, I've never had an issue with any Kadee product I've owned, and I hope they make more nickel plate in the future. All right, guys. All right, you know the deal. Where you see me, you know you're gonna see cool trains. Either museum, train shop, train show, or trackside. All right, everyone, take care.